Hello students, this is Mrs. Chandler again. This video is for our asynchronous learners to make sure that all of my async learners are able to get onto the online textbook and maneuver to the correct lesson. If you are a synchronous learner and you are with me in class, we're going to be doing this in class together, but of course you're always welcome to enjoy my informative instructional videos. So async learners, what we're going to be working on today is going to be lesson 1, and we're going to be reading pages 5 through 7 in lesson 1. You can click on the link in Google Classroom, or you can click on the link that is right here, Understanding Psychology. That's the name of our textbook, and we're going to the connected McGraw-Hill site. Everyone should have their login because we did that on Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and log in. If you are like, Miss Chandler, I don't have my login, go check your email because your login information is there. I've already had a few people asking me saying that they needed it, and I re-forwarded that email to them. All right, so once you've typed everything in, you're going to log in. And you're going to pop up to this screen. Once again, if you were with me on Wednesday, you know what to do here. All you have to do is click on Understanding Psychology or Launch, or you can also click on the Understanding Psychology icon and it'll launch the book for you. Do not click Join a Class. You're just going to come right over here. I'm going to hit Launch. All right, so this is sort of our home screen in the system. Once you're here, you're going to come right up to student lesson. That's what we're going to work with most of the time. I'm already on chapter 1. If for some reason you're somewhere else, you just click on that and you're just going to click on chapter 1, Approaches to Psychology. And then after you're there, these little tabs that go off to the right, you're going to click on lesson 1. Some of you may be on the chapter opener or on the lab. Make sure you're on lesson 1. Now, we already read through pages 1 through 4 on Wednesday. So we are starting on page 5. So we're just going to click on 5, and that's where you are going to begin for today. Okay, so you're going to read pages 5, 6, and 7. Okay, once you've completed reading those, I do want you to come up here to lesson resources. I went through this in my first instructional video that was attached to Wednesday's lesson. And we're going to slide across, and you see right here that the resource has already popped up in this margin, letting us know that it's connected to what we're reading. So if you want to do the lesson resource while you're reading page 5, that's fine. Or if you want to go ahead and read all 3 pages and then do the lesson resource, that's fine too. So you're going to click on that resource. All right, now you can see, I'm just going to delete that real fast. Okay, you can see right here that it's kind of small. So we're going to click on this and we're going to make it bigger, and it's going to open up a new screen. That's how that works on my computer. Your computer may work a little bit differently, but it should open up another tab there for you. So I want you to read through here. Notice that it says theory right now, and there's a little paragraph. So you're going to click on each one of these. Now, you should be familiar with the scientific process, but just in case you need a refresher, you're just going to click on each of these, and I just want you to read through all of them because it's really important with psychology that you are familiar with the scientific process. You can either click off this or you can leave it open, and then we're going to go back to the textbook, and I want you to answer these 2 questions. So there's a critical thinking and there's a speculating question. So all you're going to do is you're going to click in here and you're going to type whatever your answer is, and then you're going to save your answer. It's going to say your answers have been saved. Hooray, answers have been saved. You're just going to click OK. Now, at any point, if you're like, you know what, I want to come back, I think I have a better answer, I want to reword that, you're always able to go in and edit and then resave it. And then I can go in and take a look at that later. So that is what you're going to do with the textbook. Now, the other parts, if I go back to our slide deck, is you see right here that we're going to do lesson 1 guided reading activity. Now, you can open this through Google Classroom, which is what I suggest, so that way you have your own copy. If you click on it through here on the slide deck, you're going to need to ask my permission to access it. And I'm going to give you permission, but then you would need to make a copy of it. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up right here because obviously I'm the owner. And then you're just going to answer these questions going through the entire lesson one. So there's only 11 questions. You can see it's a guided reading, so it's sort of fill in the blank. So it should be very easy for you guys. And then there is a summary and reflection that I do want you to go ahead and complete. It does go in order with the book. So if you go back in, you're going to start on page 1 right here with the gaining insight into behavior, and you'll be able to find that. Now, if you are a face-to-face learner, I will have copies for you. If you are a remote learner and you're asynchronous, if you have access to a printer, I would suggest printing it out because it might be a little easier for you. If you don't have access to a printer, that's fine. You're just going to have to go back and forth between the tabs. Okay. And then, as you know, once you finish your guided reading, I do want you to get that turned in. Okay, so just turn that in Google Classroom. So you're going to go on to Understanding Psychology. You're going to read pages 5, 6, and 7. You're going to complete the scientific method slide, and you're going to answer the 2 questions at the bottom. You're going to save those, and then you're going to complete the lesson 1 guided reading activity, and then you're going to turn that in as well. So there's 2 assignments that you need to turn in. It's a scientific method lesson resource slide questions, and then also the lesson 1 guided reading activity. And of course, if you have any questions or if you have any issues with the system, just shoot me an email and I'll be happy to help. All right, guys, thank you very much. And if you're an async learner, I hope to see you in class next week.